Hello, my name is Wang Zixi. This is my last semester in Curtin, Singapore. I'd like to share some feeling with you and also hope that through this video, I can have something to recall. In the past 2 years, I have been studying finance and management at Curtin University. This time of study brought some idea to my career development. My virtual avatar has been changed from this to this. Perhaps you also want to know about my path of change. So let's go to first part. During this semester, I finished 2 tests in total. One is in week 1, another in week 12. It is a great tool that enables me to understand my current improvability. There are clear difference between two results. Although I don't fully agree, I think maybe I have some mistake in the test at there. But don't care. Among the results of week 1, there are more unable are communication skill and leadership or narration. Yes, I'm very good at them, but I don't often use them. Students come from a different background and have different learning ability, so their understanding of the task will also vary. Just like in week 5, we need to negotiate with the works on behalf of the factory. One student from Indonesia doesn't join us. Although I had the ability to help her, I didn't do so. I took the time cost into consideration. This test is great reminder to me that we need to play our strengths in our work, and perhaps we will get better results. The second result seemed a little better than the first one. Teamwork, competencies, problem solving, and decision-making and academic self-efforts are much better than before. In my past study, I have indeed made more efforts in the leadership. During the online cooperation task of week 9, I learned how to quick get to know team member online and assign tasks through online communication. It is different from online cooperation. It requires more conscious and effective leadership style. Overall, it made me more confident about my future master study. Besides, I'd like to talk about career tendency. I think this report tells that my future job must be related to my major, but I want to say that a major does not mean a career direction. I come from a business family. My family members are engaged in the elderly care industry. Making the life of elderly well is their goal, and it's also mine. My purpose of studying finance and management is to understand how to manage your company and have a better understanding of the economic environment. I hope to bring vitality to the service of company with new knowledge, rather than become a finance worker. This is the reason why the result looks fine. Okay, let's go to the next part. In enhancing your business money, I did a personality test. The result is INTG. In fact, my past result was INFP. Then I found the growth through the learning. In the past, I believed that companies give their elderly health food, more medical support, and traditional activity. In return, I found that it was an unconscious bias. Even to Sunshine Medical Institution in Singapore, it provides VR glasses for the elderly. For a long time, many people believe that the elderly are not good at or not like new technological products. This bias makes it very difficult for their connection to match social development. The person in charge in Sunshine Medical Institution told me that they are doing their best to offer the elderly free experience of technological products. For me, Samaritan was an important lesson I learned before starting my own business. Only by setting aside bias can we identify the true needs of people. The development of an enterprise not only requires some products that meet their needs, but also the cooperation of teams. As an INTG, objective judgment and continuous improvement are my strengths. I will strive to be a qualified leader in their teamwork and make correct judgments on the situation and continuously improve in their task. During week 6, my team member and I consistently complete the Mass Milo challenge. The first time we tried to build it, we failed. We strove for great health, but forget that it can't stand alone. The second time, we pursued a better balance. We keep trying to improve it until stability time was up. Next 30 seconds. I found a more perfect way to improve. Look. This is a raw pair, fix it, and the pasta will become gentler. But unfortunately, this class made me realize that the time efficiency is something we must pay attention to. The time spent studying at Curtin is well worth enjoying. The improvements brought to me by their courses in finance and management far exceeded my expectation. Yes, this major is my right choice. Here, I have explored fields such as finance, law, and management to varying degrees. I have also learned many work-related skills, such as public speaking, group collaboration, and the use of office software. Time management is not something particularly worth of attention. I didn't deliberately pursue balance, but I already have it. The skills agreement of causes is reasonable, which leaves us some time to relax. Through the icebreaking activities and group tasks every semester, I have also made some friends. They take me to travel during the holiday and look for the delicious food together. Yes, I like university and I will continue to pursue a master in the future. Cotin told me that the path of academic exploration is very interesting. I have a more complete plan for this and I'd like to share it with you through the outside plan. For me, my goal is to create a lifestyle that the elderly expect through corporate behavior. The elderly care industry has always been short of true excellence. Although these workers, some are good at management, some good at medicine, and some good at others. But no one has conducted research on the elderly themselves. So my first plan is to become an expert and study the real needs of the elderly in the economic and social context through their economic behavior. That's to see what kind of life do they truly want to live. I will also look for some jobs in my spare time to have deeper communication with the elderly through practice. I'm very glad that my family can provide me with enough resources, including money, academic resources, and connection. If my academic responsibility is not as high as I imagined, I will start my own company after graduation with a master's degree. For me, keeping the company on the right development direction is a problem. I have already found the solution in my plan. I need to learn more useful experience from other successful companies. At their coherence, become a scholar may be driven by social gap, but becoming a good social entrepreneur is my expectation of myself. For the third plan, I choose geography. This is my interest. But I have to say that even if I set aside money, become a worker in the field of elderly care remains my first choice. Well, I bring a better life to others. The financial reward they give me will also make my life better. I think a wonderful life is more worthy of choice than the freedom we imagine. My teacher told us that a person may have 70 jobs in lifetime, and they may be in 5 different fields. I may enter different fields in my career for some reason, but I think no matter what choice I make, I will reach the same destination I hope for intergenerational equity, for the elderly life of my family, and for myself. I want to tell myself 5 years from now, don't give up your dream because of difficulties. If there were a time capsule, I think I would have done something at 13 that I would never forget for the rest of my life. I will always remember that I went out to school at sunrise every day. Every day here, I made new discoveries and made progress. Here, the advice I want to give myself is to maintain a sign of responsibility and be accountable to myself, the enterprise and society. This is a common expectation of me and society. Well, they are all my reflections. Positive communication focus on online collaboration, enhancing detail skill related to work and pay attention to time efficiency. The most important thing is to set aside bias in business operation. Put people first and pay attention to responsibility. My career passport reflection video is over here, but my career just begins.